Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today, we'll be recapping another episode of Squid Game, which is episode 2 of the first season. Watch out for spoilers and let us begin. After the game, all the players are sent back to the room, and as they are waiting, the people in the masks come in, congratulating them, and showing the results of the first game. In the results, we see that more than half of the players have lost and been killed. Because of this, most of the players get even more scared, and start to beg the people in the masks to let them go. The man in the mask explains the first 2 rules, which say, if they do not play, they will be eliminated, meaning killed. But the third one, pointed out by Sangwoo, says that, if the majority of players wishes to not continue the game, they are free to go. The man in the mask agrees, and lets them vote if they want to leave or not, but before that, he shows them all the money they will win, if they win the games, which is the total being 45.6 billion won. They start the voting, with Gi-hun being the first. We see that the voting is actually going neck and neck, with some of the players wanting to stay and continue the game. Because of this, some get angry, saying that they'll die if they continue, but they explain that the reason they want to continue is because they have a chance in here, but out there they have nothing. Because of this, one of the other players gets angry and starts getting violent, but gets stopped by the people in the masks by pointing a gun at him, and continuing the voting. The vote is on a tie, but there is one player left, that can choose if they want to leave or stay. He goes up to the buttons, and clicks the button to leave the game. But before they leave, the man in the mask tells them that they are free to come back if they wish to. After that, we see them being sent to random places. We see Gi-hun being thrown out along with the girl that stole the money from him, and Song-woo, with the guy that saved Gi-hun's life. They go to a store for Song-woo to charge his phone, and for them to get some food which Song-woo pays for, and also helps the other guy by giving him some money for the bus ride, so he can go home. After that, we see Gi-hun going to the police station to tell them what had happened, but they don't believe him, so he gives them the card with the phone number, and tells the cop to call it, and see for himself. He calls the number, but the only person that answers is a woman who has no idea about the game. After this, the cops think that Gi-hun is crazy, so he gets angry and leaves. But after he leaves, we see another cop, who asks about Gi-hun and sees the card. After this, we see Gi-hun and Song-woo talking. Song-woo tells Gi-hun about his financial problems, and Gi-hun is surprised at how this has happened to a genius like Sun-woo. After some talk, Gi-hun gets a call, and we see him going to the hospital, where we see that his mother was diabetic, and in danger of losing her feet. And for her to get cured, it would cause a lot of money. After this, we see the cop that asked about Gi-hun and that saw the card, going to an apartment, looking for his missing brother. When he goes in, he finds out that his brother had the same card as the one he saw in the station that Gi-hun had left. And then we see the girl that stole from Gi-hun, Se-byeok, with her little brother in an orphanage. We also see her going to a guy who says that he can help her mother and get her out of North Korea, but he is also asking for a large amount of money. After this, we see the guy that saved Gi-hun's life, Ali, going to his job looking for his boss, and asking his boss to give him the money he owns, which the boss seems to not care to give, saying he doesn't have the money, which he clearly has. The boss tries to leave, but Ali starts following him, asking for the money. They get violent and start fighting. Ali grabs the money and pushes his boss, leading him to lose his fingers, and then Ali runs away. After this, we see Gi-hun having a drink outside. As he is sitting there, the old man approaches and they recognize each other. The old man sits, and they start eating and talking. After some talk, the old man says that he wants to go back to the game. The reason being, is that as soon as he got out, he got some harsh reminders, and that out here the torture is worst. After this, we see the guy that was beating Se-byeok, Deok-soo. We see that he owns some money to some dangerous boss, and he tells one of his people, that he is planning to take some man to go and attack the people in the masks, stealing all the money, but the guy had called some people from the Philippines that Deok-soo owns a lot of money to take him, and sell his body parts to get the money he owns them. With this, Deok-soo kills his man, and jumps off the bridge. After that, we see Gi-hun had gone to his ex-wife to ask for some money for his mother, which she said she didn't have. As they are talking, her husband comes in, and then Gi-hun leaves. Her husband follows him outside and gives him the money in exchange, for him to never come back. Gi-hun gets angry at him and punches him, and throws the money at him, but as soon as he does that, he regrets it, because he saw that his daughter was outside and saw everything. After that, we see all the main characters, waiting outside for the vans to come and pick them up, to send them to the games. But we also see the cop following them. And that is where the second episode of Squid Game ends. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to give it a like, comment on what you think about it, and don't forget to subscribe so I can make more recaps of movies, TV series, animes, etc. See you all on the next video.